live on YouTube now. Just so you guys know.
Oh, sorry.
We're live on YouTube. Just to let you guys know. So you don't. Yeah, so you don't lose your job for whatever reason.
So they can see me waving out my window?
Yeah, they go and see you waving out your window. All right, guys. Well, welcome to tonight's community flight in the Himalayas. It's optional, but I've got the Orbx Himalayas mesh on. That just came out yesterday. So we're gonna this flight. It's gonna be between 2 to 3 hours. It all depends on how long how fast we're really going from point to point. But we're gonna start from Jalefu Airport, go to Paro, then do some custom waypoints, and then we'll go see Mount Everest, and then land at Lukla. So actually, that's going to be a challenging landing, but should be a nice flight. I've got live time on, but you can pretty much have whatever time, whatever weather you want. So it's like just after 5, or it's approaching 5:30 right now, with the sunrise. But yeah, you can take. Do whatever time you want, and we'll take off in just a minute or two. Just wait to see if there's anyone else before we take off.
Should I be in a TBM or just something different?
No, TBM.
Oh, I can't be a rule breaker.
Well, you're the one about the other one.
No, I'll be a TBM.
Hey, Smart Poker, gonna try and join up, okay? And I also have it at the top of the stream, the departure and arrival at Paro, and then once we get to Paro, I'll then flip it over to Lukla.
Full fuel.
Oh yeah, I should put full fuel.
So I loaded the flight plan, I thought, but I don't see anyone around me.
Are you on Southeast Asia server?
Yes, I am.
Actually, I see you. Yeah, I do see you. You're just ahead of Ernest and right behind Marsh.
Wow, I see no one but myself.
It's weird.
And then for me, I'm switching server now.
Have you turned name tags off?
You just faded out.
No, and I don't even see planes.
No planes. Yeah, because I got closer to you and you faded away, but...
Oh, I switched servers and back to see if that would help.
Yeah, so sometimes that does help.
So you watched the whole conference there, Sizzling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was busy the whole time, so I couldn't. All I saw was those videos I sent you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to do something after this. Make a short video. Just to recap it, because there was a lot of stuff, especially when it got to the Q&A part. There was a lot of stuff all over the place.
People asking a lot of questions, at least?
Yeah, different questions. Hey Lars, how's it going? Can you see anyone now, Ajax?
I exited out and I'm coming back in.
Okay.
Okay, so now I see Smart Poker. That's
Okay.
it.
If you look behind you, do you see anyone? Or just Smart Poker?
Nope. I saw Smart and then he disappeared. Oh, someone came back and they're gone and they're back. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. Oh,
Okay.
got 2 planes now.
Yeah, let me know in the air if you can still, if you don't see us anymore. Just so I can try to like guide you or something.
Okay, I was having some internet issues just before this, so maybe that's part of it.
Okay. Hey, Mike. Ichigo Mike.
Yeah, they seen that.
I didn't hear you, but you let up.
Me?
No, Ichigo Mike.
Oh. See all the airplanes?
All right, we can take off and make our way towards Paro.
Yeah.
Oh. Good thing I looked at the map. Cause I.
8067, continue for east departure. Air Canada 8067, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved. Air Canada 8067, acknowledge last transmission.
Let's see, Cheddar Bob and Airstud still there,
Yeah.
and someone else is there also. Just get.
Can anyone tell me what this inert SEP switch is and why it's always complaining about it?
Canada 8067, did you copy?
It's right beside your yoke.
Yeah, I know the switch. I just don't
Okay.
know what it does and just kind of a background as to what it is and why it always flashes a warning for it.
I'm not exactly sure why, but I do like I know every time you're in there, you always have to turn it off. But for what reason? Not exactly sure. You know?
Yeah, just curious about its function.
Air Canada 8067.
Do you know Airstud?
If what, sorry?
The inert set?
So is that just for the TBM?
Yeah, like I've only seen it in a TBM really.
Like a master caution or what?
No, it's a button in there. And pretty much every time you're flying it, you have to turn it off.
Yeah, there's a caution that it's on when you start up.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I'm outside view, so. But for some odd reason, the map's not loading on my. On mine. Weird.
Oh, huh. Okay, so Blue Games just said inert set needs to be on only for takeoff and landing. Why is that, Blue?
Well, it's used to filter out foreign objects from the engine intake, so it should be used as such as a taxi takeoff.
Okay,
Yeah, good to know. Thank you.
thanks a lot. From the engine intake. Okay.
And also around landing and taxiing after landing.
Did you say it should be used for landing as well, or just for taxi and takeoff?
Taxi always on, takeoff when there is debris or icing snowy conditions. Climb cruise descent when in icing conditions, and landing taxi after landing always on.
All right, thank you.
Blue said also when you turn it off after takeoff, you'll see a torque spike, so you might need to bring throttles back. Thanks, Blue. You're not still flying to London. Better not. Yeah, you should have been done by now. Because Blue, you had that setback. You had to restart your engine. Engine 787 engine cut out. Yeah, all done, thankfully. Yeah. Yeah, and Blue, did you get assigned to that flight, or did you say you wanted to go to Miami to London? Should have taken like Captain Canada's 3-hour flight instead. But the even with just the sunset or the sun rising, I can see the mountaintops are sharper now with the mesh. It's not going to change any of the textures or anything. It's just going to sharpen pretty much the height map assigned. But I could have said no, but I was open to the challenge. Nice. Is XP72 doing a giveaway also for Thrustmaster?
Hey, Sizzling, it looks like your gear is down.
No, it's up.
Oh, well, from my view, it's down.
Yeah. I know. Sometimes when you're looking at another plane, especially like when they're landing, all of a sudden you look and you're like, dude, your landing gear's not down. Oh yeah, it is. But yeah. They do a little trick photography there.
What are your time settings?
What are my settings?
At the time.
Oh, the time, live time. I've got the sun just rising right behind you.
Oh yeah, nice. Yep, right.
Yeah. Because I thought it would be a little later, but I'm like, no, this is fine, because by the time we get to Pyro, the sun should be up even higher, and then once we get to the end, the sun will have risen quite a bit, and it just gives it a different atmosphere to the flight.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. Especially now where we've got some snow caps, and then some of the mountaintops aren't with snow, but we're getting into the snow.
there any rumor as to what the next world update is going to be?
Yeah, that was announced today, so it's going to be Australia.
Oh, nice.
So the Australia, and then you're going to have the local legend is going to be, it's like, I think it's some type of Fokker, and it's based off of the guy to do the first trans-Pacific flights from Australia, and Orbx is actually building the plane. So that will come out, I think it's January 25th or 28th. I'll do an update video after this flight, and I'll get the exact date. But it's like end of January is when the Australian world update. But they didn't say which airports are going to be handcrafted. But there's going to be quite a lot of photogrammetry cities, and they said more than what they've had in the past. And New Zealand's not part of this, and they did it for a reason. But they didn't. York didn't say what exactly, why not both? But
Australia is a little bit of a big country.
yeah, that's right. And pretty much New Zealand, when it comes to third-party developed airports, New Zealand's going to be done within the next like 3-4 months. All the major airports will all be done, and even most of the bigger, smaller airports. Blue should lead us on a group flight over Houston someday. Yeah.
It's planned. Part of the hop. Hop number 3, I think.
Oh yeah. To Houston. Houston,
Yeah.
we've got a problem.
Yeah, the first military hop was gonna be West Coast, but more north.
Yep.
And then the second one was central to the east. Third one was heading towards Houston. I'm just trying to remember. I made like 4 or 5 different flight plans.
Nice.
We're good for 2 months.
Yeah. Well, you said 5, and I said like
Yeah, 4 or 5 hops. Yeah.
4 or 5. Yeah. Just over 2 months of hopping. Then I'll try to get some people to join VATSIM on the off Mondays. Because I was gonna do Boston last week, so I'm actually gonna put that to Monday. Go maybe Halifax to Boston, because I know Boston Center should be around online for VATSIM.
For some odd reason, I just lost all you
Yeah.
guys.
You're back.
Weird. I don't see you guys at all. You guys were there and then it all disappeared. Oh, there you go. Now you're showing up again. That was weird.
Yeah, I only see 2 planes now.
I see a whole bunch of you guys ahead of me.
Yeah, Blue, we can work on that together. We do it on VATSIM. No. We got like 50 people. all trying to fly.
Yeah, the ATC would be so confused.
Yeah.
Collision warning. You guys should be nautical miles, 10 nautical miles away.
This looks nice. Where Ichigo Air is, there's clouds, but with this sunrise, it's like a pink cloud. It's like I don't want to fly through it because I might smack myself. But I forget where we were. Maybe it was in British Columbia or something. I had like 35, 40 people in the community flight, and you're trying to land. It's so tough to land because everyone's trying to land, and you got these name tags. It's just a big blotch of name tags in front of you. I'm like, whoa. Oh yeah, we are getting close to Pyro. Yeah, I guess I have to go through this this cloud.
Altitude is 7,300 feet.
And runways 33 and 15.
That's pretty much.
Full stop or a touch and go?
We'll do a full stop, just make sure everyone. We'll just pack. Yeah, pack.
Need to catch up.
Yeah.
Tighten up the pack. Roger.
I'm the straggler this time, for the first time ever.
Way too high.
Yeah, I am way too high. This is actually a landing challenge I did at Flight Sim Expo. Their Thrustmaster was giving away, I don't know, t-shirt or something, or maybe they were giving away rudder pals. And this was the challenge in the Airbus. And no, I didn't land. The second time I did, but it was way too hard. Way too hard of a landing. It's like no visibility here.
Say the runways are 33 and what?
33 and 15.
Yeah.
Watch out for the light post.
The light post.
Yeah, there's a lamppost at the end, at the beginning of 3-3.
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
Oh, that's Microsoft.
Yeah. Minus 75.
Nice control, sizzling.
Thanks. Oh yeah, that's my best landing ever. Especially at this airport.
I'm on final.
Okay.
Fences behind me stopped floating.
Alright, I'm on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, guys, due to the fact that I'm in a different time zone than you are, I have to go to bed now.
No problem, but yeah, nice to have you.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Have a nice night, guys.
Good night.
Have a good one, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.
So yeah, we can take off now.
Circle around because you're the lead.
I get it.
Whoa, I'm gonna crash. That must have hit some kind of wind. That's okay. I'll just spawn on you. That was weird. I was flying straight and then put my landing gear in. I didn't even touch my flap. And next, you know, it was like a corkscrew. But be careful. It might happen to you too. Yeah, around there, where you are right now.
Okay. I'm gonna see if we can follow this trench valley. If it goes up to the custom waypoint. Because I see it's banking right. So zoom in on the. I thought that was Blue saying that, but then I realized, oh no, that's Adam. That's definitely a Adam thing to say. Yeah, I'm gonna fly back over the mountains, get closer to the line. And yeah, today in the dev Q&A, they talked about real air races. So there's only two modes. There's the time trial mode and the quick match. The private matching, they're gonna work on it, but they have no clue right now of when they're gonna have that done. Like, that should have been thought, like, someone brought that up in the last dev Q&A maybe 2 weeks ago. They're like, yeah, okay, we'll put that on our list. It's like, you would think you would do that right off the bat. Because there's like a bunch of people, they want to create their own Reno Air Races League. You can't even do that. I was gonna have like $1 million tournament next week, but all right, guys, sorry.
Do a poll how lame that was.
The what?
Let's do a poll how lame that that was. Do you actually have that $1 million, or are you actually gonna loan it from the bank?
I'm gonna ask Mr. Beast, because
Yeah.
he does that like in all his videos. He's like, all right, we're gonna play Squid Game, and rather than 46 point some million Wong or something, he's like, it's gonna be $46.5 thousand I'm gonna give to the last one standing. And he makes his video. Thoughts on the new Velocity 1 Yoke setup for Xbox? I don't have an Xbox, so I can't speak per se for the Xbox. But the Velocity 1, right now I'm still on my Honeycomb Yoke. Turtle Beach are supposed to send me a review unit. They told me that at the beginning of the month. And they were going to send me an early review unit. I emailed them on Monday for a tracking number. Haven't heard. But they say we're working together. I just don't. My faith in them every day just.
Probably sent your request down to the mailroom, so hang on.
Yeah. Sent it to the mailroom and. Well, because a PR said it would probably be last week before they'd send one, but then the marketing director said, hey, I've got one, got a couple early, but the packaging is all, it's completely ruined, so you can't do like an unboxing video. I'm like, I'm reviewing the controller, not the box, so yeah, all right, send it to me. So, but yeah, haven't heard. I'll just have to be surprised when it shows up.
You should have it before release date. That's
But yeah, that's what I was, because the day that they had pre-orders, they didn't even like tell me that there was pre-orders that were gonna happen, so that I can help to publicize it. No, it was just a press release the day of, like moments before the pre-orders happened. This looks like garbage, but it's the snow. I think it's the satellite imagery. But down below the mountains are fine. It's the same thing when I saw Mount Everest. I'm like, ugh.
Hey, on the Turtle Beach unit, can the throttle quadrant be used separately? Like if you want to use a joystick instead of the yoke?
Yeah. So the side comes apart, so it's detachable. The throttles from the yoke, but I don't know if the throttles can be connected directly to the PC. I'm not sure about that because I didn't look at it like I wasn't able to get that information at Flight Sim Expo.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it has like a standard USB connection. You could, not a unique connection to the yoke.
Yeah. Because
connector.
Because I forget how it connects to the yoke, and then the yoke connects to your PC. Because people were also asking me about measurements. I'm like, no, I didn't try to measure it at a Flight Sim Expo either. But like I would imagine side by side between like 24 inches wide when it's side by side. And then other people were asking me about, does it work with squadrons? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. I think it's like Star Wars or something.
Yeah, Star Wars squadrons.
Okay. And I'm like, well, it's good for Xbox and PC, you just, if it's not like a native mapping of the buttons, then you'll have to connect the buttons yourself. But they should all work as an Xbox or PC. Because on the screen on the Yoke, you can flip it back and forth between PC and Xbox. Try to lane on it. I didn't put them on. I'm gonna put the landmark markers on so I can see where Mount Everest is, because they all look like the same mountain. Smart poker. I think I saw a Yeti down there. Yeah, I've got a Yeti right in front of me. A Yeti mic.
Oh, I thought you were looking at your own chest.
At my own stream, looking at my face. Whoa. Some turbulence.
I got 42-mile-an-hour winds. Or is that knots?
Probably not.
Yeah, knots. Yeah, same. About the same, because ground speed's like 40 knots less. Yeah, you guys can jump out if you want to go skiing. skydive and then go skiing right from there.
Is there a mod for that?
No. Be nice, a nice Easter egg. I should tell NZA Simulations, hey, can you do something up in the Himalayas and add some skiing? Did the drag racing? But if you want to go to Everest to climb, you'd fly into Lukla and then somehow drive. Not exactly sure, like, because there's no airport really around there. I see in the distance shoot RMC Long. He's in the Porter 6. Thing is tomorrow the Porter 6 comes out for free.
What kind of plane is that?
It's like a
Bush type.
yeah, bush type.
Bush type, almost like a caravan.
Okay.
I was thinking that for an African safari tour.
And I'm pretty sure they would you'd see the borders there.
Yeah.
Caravans and borders.
Yeah, that was excellent timing because now the sun is up quite a lot. Like, I'm not in the dark at all.
Yeah, I'm glad I switched back to live timing.
Yeah, it's really nice. And with live weather, there's like, it's clear skies, but then you get the little patches of clouds in the mountains, which makes it really nice. Like in Paro, pretty much had to go through the cloud to land.
Right, really nice.
Cheddar Bob says he's excited for the Porter. The other version is PC only. Yeah.
Porter and me too. The Porter and the F-18, but since I saw those videos today, I don't know.
Oh, of the F-18?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that video's twin something. Because it's a website, but so like almost hour-long video of taking it for a tour. Absolutely no talking whatsoever. It's just pure noise from the
sound. But the other thing I don't like is the speeds. An F-18, like even that ENF, can't super cruise, but supposedly they put super cruise on it, so you can actually go faster than Mach 1 without afterburner. So I don't know. I read up on the the regular F-18s, no problem, but the ENF I read on it, they don't super cruise. So I don't know.
Because they talked today about with the G-forces, you can go up to like 7-8 Gs.
Yeah.
But then there's an option to go up to about 10. And then this is also going to be available for third-party developers to use in their planes. Pretty much what they bring to the sim is that those tools will then be available in the SDK. who knows when, how long it'll take, but
Probably a while.
yeah. Looks like it got a snow dumping around here. What's my terrain at?
We'll be putting the kiddo to bed soon. Yeah,
Okay.
heads up. I'll let you know before I leave.
Yeah, this mountaintop looks high, but it's not Everest. Zemu Glacier? I think what this area needs is satellite imagery, a recapturing of it or something, a higher resolution. Because some of the mountains look great, but then others it just looks very blotchy, low res. Holy smokes. This thing is wiggling all over the place. Looks decent in Google Maps.
later, it's either falling at 4,000 feet a minute or climbing at 4,000.
Oh wow. TAS and ground speed are pretty much equal, but I think it's I'm now in a crosswind now going northwest. Yeah. And he complained about Aiden. And Aiden didn't show up.
No, I'm just like above you guys. I'm not with you guys.
Well, yeah, it's also a different story where it was like the attack. It was attacking the planes.
Going to 60,000 feet and leveling it off. I just want to see how fast this thing can actually go in thin air, in cold thin air. Because I'm climbing right now, and I'm going Mach 1.2, and that makes no sense to me. So I don't know if it's the air around this area. Yeah, I'm at 50,000 feet, but it's hard to stay at that level.
Turning off the snow. Let's try it.
Alright, Lily man. Are you ready to go to bed? Not yet, though. How many more minutes? 5 more minutes? Okay, 5 more minutes.
Yeah, desert, it's still like right over. There's some parts that look good and some areas still look blotchy even when you take the snow off. Because if I put live weather back on, I bet that area will be still blotchy with the snow.
Oh, you don't have live weather? I'm on live weather.
I just took it off to see what it looks like. It's because with the snow on, there's some areas where it doesn't look that great.
Down this valley and then over the night. Alright, little man. See the mountain there? See the big mountain? Want Daddy to fly upside down over it? Okay. Which mountain? This one? Okay. Here goes Daddy. Yep, I'm upside down. And let's go right above it. Alright, Daddy just went right above it. Okay. Ready? Yep. There we go. Alrighty, guys.
All right, have a good one there, Airstud.
Yeah, it was a nice flight other than the past 5 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the rest of your stream.
all right. Thanks.
I just pop in just to check it out. But,
I get it.
alright, take it easy, guys.
Hey, you
Have a
too.
good one.
Have a good night.
Marsh, you're saying live traffic, Saudi pass near us earlier? No, I didn't see that. So when I did the flight plan, I brought her up here so that we could then see different terrain within the Himalayas, so you can still see the mountains, and then we go back into them in just a bit to get to Mount Everest, and there's obviously a few other mountains around there. The K2 is harder to climb than Everest. Why did you try, Adam?
I live in Colorado, and the tallest mountain is actually one of the easiest ones to climb. Or hike, actually.
Pike?
Yeah, it's hikeable. Most of them are, most of them you don't need to actually do real climbing. Just
Yeah. Well, I was in Denver on my way to San Diego back in September, and looking out the window, it's just like flat. And I'm like, okay, we're in Denver. Like, where's the Rockies? Well, once you land, it's right on the other side of the airport. Boom, the Rockies. I'm like, wow.
Well, yeah, it is a little ways away though. Everyone I meet, and I say I live in Colorado. I live about an hour south of Denver, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's so beautiful there." I'm like, "Well, from where I live, if you're looking west, it's beautiful. Any other direction, not so much."
Yeah. So I asked Adam if he's climbed K2. He's like, I'm at the top right now. Kind of cold, I gotta say. The guy's always got some smart remarks. I can see there's like a cloud, I think maybe over... it could be right over Everest. And Desert, you show up as like a CJ4. I have the 339, but you're I might not have it installed, or you have a different livery that I don't have. And they talked about that also in the dev Q&A about being able to see other people and their liveries, even though you don't have that plane or livery. And the main thing that Yoke said was it's pretty much comes down to memory, because then you'd have to store that livery in the sim every time that person comes on. And if your livery is slightly off, or it's the same livery but just called a different name, like the file name, like how many files are you gonna have to hold in memory? And they were talking about you can have a group up to 6 people, like in a private group. They said they're looking at opening that up. So I was thinking, okay, open that up to like 25. No, they're gonna open it up to 8. Like 8? Like I've been looking for that since last year. Like sometimes then you can fly around, then everyone sees everyone, but then you don't get distracted by, if you're going through a busy area, someone can get lost. They follow someone else that's not even part of the flight. But yeah, they're looking at bringing that to 8. I'm like, all right. Oh, it's the base Aramachi. Okay, it might not be installed, but everything from Orbx Central's installed, so I don't know. Oh, Marsh, you see the same thing. You see him in the CJ4, and you have the 339 installed. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Oh, that looks really nice. Really crisp. Mr. Phonetic. What is my... Just look for Sizzling P. On the Southeast Asia server, just spawn on to me and then you'll be there. Because we're now pretty much on our way to Tenzing Peak and Mount Cho-Oyu, and then we'll head to Mount Everest, and then to Lukla. Okay, we'll start from Lukla, okay. Gonna follow this river for a bit. I can't believe there's like people that live here.
Buildings down there?
Yeah. It's the middle of nowhere. But I guess you're not that far from Everest.
You probably don't have a bad commute to work.
Yeah. Except in the wintertime. Pretty much where you get where Marsh was, or where I just was. You gotta start to ascend, because back into the mountains. I know what you mean, Mr. Frenetic. Actually, the only... Yeah, you either look at YouTube or Microsoft Flight Simulator forums, and then there's a bunch of community events. That's where I'll post some of my stuff. Other times I'm just flying, but people can just fly with me. like yesterday, Lars was flying with me. I was in the CRJ 900 doing a test flight with it. Yeah, you didn't show up in the 339 again. Desert. Alright, I gotta pick up the throttle here. Yeah, and Fnac, we're on the Southeast Asia. I'm guessing these have to be Tenzing Peak and Mount Cho Oyu. And tomorrow we should be getting to a little enhancement with the weather, because Meteo Blue have they've tweaked their weather, and then Asobo's tweaked the weather how it's injected into the sim. So we'll have to see. Is it truly is it getting better or is it going backwards? But I find this last update actually really improved stuff. Sim update 5, yes, improved some stuff like the FPS, but there was too many bugs.
Any other highlights from the dev update? If I don't get to watch it tonight.
Yeah, so I put it all in the MSFS news, but the PMDG DC6 is coming to the marketplace next week. 737 will be a marketplace and through PMDG, and I think it's Robert, the guy there. Wow. He's like, yeah, so the 737 will be coming out on, and like, he then like moves his lips but doesn't say anything, like trying to pretend that the mic cut out. So like everyone's like, what? He said a date? Well, he wasn't gonna give us a date for that, for the 737. But they have like a pipeline of 15 products for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I think there was a hint of the 757. What else? Orbx will be making the next local legend, which is a Fokker. Got Sim Update 7 and Reno Air Race is releasing at 8 a.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. GMT. Sim Update 8 will have a Marketplace 2.0. PMDG in 2021, just the DC6 in the marketplace next week. But 737, I would say next year. I thought that was coming in September. Australia's the next world update at the end of January.
The Top Gun stuff's coming tomorrow, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, because there's, I don't know what they're gonna have in the Top Gun DLC for Memorial Day, but yeah, tomorrow you got the F-18 and Myanmar coming to the sim. And then you got the Space Force Air Base. That's also coming to a sim tomorrow.
Do you know when the Reno Air Races is available for purchase?
Yeah, yeah, tomorrow. So same time as the sim update. So 8 a.m. Pacific time.
So that'll only lead to chaos.
Oh yeah. You know it will, because people are going to be downloading both, and it'll be a frenzy on the server.
Where do you buy the Air Races thing? Is that in game or?
Yeah, that should be. Yeah, it should be in the marketplace. It should all be within there. Because the Reno Air Races should be within the sim, because you'll be able to fly those planes outside of the races. So you'll be able to like fly those 4 types of planes here or wherever you want around the world.
Yeah, I figured your purchase just flips the switch that you have them in game. You have to download it separate. So what's the prediction on when the servers go down?
Oh, I wouldn't say. Actually, the last update, yeah, did the servers go down or something? But I got mine like way early in the day. I think it was later in the day where there was a server issue.
Yeah, by the time I got home and started the download, it would download for a minute or two, and then it would say it lost connection and would try to reconnect, but it would never reconnect. I think the reconnection is if you're only playing the game.
For update 6, I misjudged the time and started trying to download an hour early. And I figured for a whole hour that the whole thing just went kablooey.
Yeah. I think it wasn't maybe the World Update 6 or Sim Update 5. When I went to install it, like download and install it, it took like 7-8 hours. It was like 30 bits a second or something downloading. I'm like, what? I got like a 1.5 gig internet speed. Like, what's the deal? But yeah, servers. It all depends when you go on.
Now that the Xbox is available, that really kills us.
Well, yeah, it's just even more people trying to get. But they also add more servers. They're not gonna, like, they're not stupid to keep the same amount of servers. But yeah. The Aerosoft A330 to the Xbox Marketplace. I'll be a while before we see the 330. I would probably say like late next year, late 2022. But CRJ, they're working on that to bring it to the to Xbox. So now So where I'm at right now is base camp for Mount Everest. And where Cheddar Bob is Mount Everest. It actually looks better today than what it looked like the other day. Oh yeah, but then I get close and then I get like satellite imagery on it. It's not the with the snow. We're up to like, I'm up to flight level 280. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, all the different camps are all labeled here. If you got the POI markers on. Now, if Adam's around, he'll probably say, "Try to land at the top of Mount Everest." We might be here for a while. But man, the wind. Plane's out of control. Oof.
No flags.
No flags. Yeah, Adam, I believe in you. I knew you. I knew exactly what you were thinking, Adam. So now we're making our way down to Lukla. And yeah, this short runway. If you've never been there before, yeah, quite short. And it's actually one of the landing challenges in the sim. It's always funny to watch people land there, yeah. It takes some skills to land without falling on the other side. I think I've got the line going the other way. It's more on the left side of here, but this will actually bring you right into Lukla, and you're able to get into the valley. Because we'll pass by Siang Boche Airport. Runway's 1,220 feet. There's a landing challenge at Lukla.
wrap around this mountain in the challenge?
Or maybe. No, there's no landing challenge at Everest, but at Lukla, because it's short distance. Or maybe there isn't. Maybe it's just I've been in there, but no, I'm pretty sure it's in a caravan. The landing challenge.
They would pick something without speed brakes and reverse thrust.
Yeah. And Lukla's at 9,251. Oh yeah, it's right here.
You say that so casually. Right on the side of that mountain.
Yeah, where the hell is it? I can't see it. Oh yeah, I see it now. Oh man, here we go. Oh man. Oh yeah. I went from the record at Pyro was minus 75 to what minus 1283. I got 2 records in one flight. Man. Yeah, it's spot pokers right in the mountain. Let's
I lose.
yeah, it's a tough one here. The Ryanair of Nepal, yeah. The cheddar bob didn't make it in. Yeah, Slew's your best friend here. Oh, shoot. Okay, there we are. Can I get the ILS approach to this?
What's that? I'm lost, seriously?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, smacking it right in the wall. Well, I'm gonna, I'll be here for the next week, recovering. Yeah, nobody's looking, so you can easily just pick yourself back up, try it again.
You watched me.
Except for the millions of viewers. The millions of Nepalese, I don't know what they're called, Nepalese or Napoleon. I don't know.
Nepalese.
Yeah, Nepalese. I live in that house. Thanks for the service.
Oh for 2, I'm quitting.
Yeah. It counted my bounce as a landing. Trying to park near me. Yeah, because that second one was like a 600 and something. But yeah, it's definitely a nice area, and there's like, we only did like 3 airports and, you know, a little tour around, but you can lose yourself in this for like weeks on end and still discover new stuff. But yeah, there's some crazy videos of real planes crashing here on YouTube. I think that's what I'm gonna watch before going to sleep tonight. Plane crashes at Lukla. But yeah, that pretty much ends it. But thanks everyone for coming along. It was definitely a fun ride. It
was a great flight. Thanks.
Yeah, and happy flying. I'll be back. Well, tomorrow night I'll be doing probably the Reno Air races. So we might see each other in the race because you can't do the private matching at this point, so we might be in it, but that's why I'll be streaming tomorrow night. But thanks a lot and happy flying. See you then.